Hey, you guys. So you know how there can be truths about your life or things that you're experiencing that you know they're true, but you may not tell anybody else, and it may be completely obvious to them, but you don't really talk about it. You kind of just keep it deep within you and kind of avoid talking about the subject. Well, the very thought of being okay with my own company is something that I would say that I struggled with for the majority of my teenage and adult life. So what I would do is I would make sure that there was always someone with me. There was always a friend. I was texting. There was always a love interest. I found myself constantly seeking to be in the presence of other people. And then when I wasn't in the presence of other people, I kind of felt off, or it kind of conjured up feelings of loneliness. And then over the last couple of months, and really the last year, what I've found to be the actual truth was that it was my own company that I was avoiding. I didn't necessarily like me. And the way I could know that that was true is because I spent very little time with myself. Of course, you're at work, there's thoughts going through your head, you're cooking dinner, you're having feelings and emotions, you're doing this, you're doing that, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. But you're doing it in light and in lieu of other people being around you. But when the lights grow dim, when everything gets quiet and it's just you and your thoughts, sometimes it's possible that we don't necessarily like that moment or that person that we encounter. What I've also found to be true is that until I figured this out, and look, I still don't have it completely figured out. I got a lot of growing to do still. But once we figure this out and we actually begin to schedule out time on purpose to spend with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our feelings, with our emotions, then we begin to find that a lot of the issues that we deal with other people and in experiences and situations and scenarios in our life, they tend to be rooted in the relationship that we have with ourselves. And so when we cut off the negativity at the past, when we actually get to know who we are and then be able to tighten up some of those places within us that aren't very strong and would never last in a relationship anyways, then we begin to actually see that everything else around us begins to tend to work out. Today, if you're out there and you find yourself constantly seeking a relationship, constantly seeking to spend time with someone else, and find that it might be because you don't necessarily like your own company, I encourage you to begin scheduling date nights with yourself, to begin scheduling lunch dates with yourself, where you journal or seek out just characteristics about yourself that are really strong, and then places that you could use some tightening up. Today, I encourage you to get to know you. When you get to know you, it really does make a huge difference in getting to know the world around you. For that's the perception from which we view the entire thing anyways. I love you so much, and I hope this has encouraged your heart, and that you know if you're out there and you feel this way, that you're not alone. I'm in the boat with you. Hey! And I hope you have an absolutely extraordinary day. You are loved. Word.